All right, so I got a quick question though before we get off of college.
Yeah.
So, because you had a little comment with the fire answer earlier about the mascots.
Uh-huh.
So now, because we be wondering, people be out there wondering what technically is a fighting Illini? Is it
that's a great question.
Is
no,
it just
it's
a nigga?
A tribe. It's a real tribe.
Okay.
So it's like the hardest story, G, because that's kind of like
look, break it down.
You know how they you know how like and things kind of and things kind of take on its name. So and this is how I understand it. The Fighting Illini is like even like Illinois. That's like that's why the S is silent. It's Indian, Native American like territory. Mm-hmm. And so the Fighting Illini was a tribe like believed to be from that area, and it was a tribe that was like kind of like undersized, almost like 300. Where they was little, they was like undersized, but they wasn't going. They'd always be fighting.
Oh, we finna
that
go
was a fighting line. So like,
around.
Yeah, exactly. Nah, fuck all of that. Like for real. Okay. So it was like a little tribe that was always kind of fighting, and territories would try and take them over, or like whatever the beef was at that time, whoever the ops were,
right? And
they'd always come in, and they were just known for being like kind of resilient, kind of like you know what I'm saying. It's like no, that's the Fighting Illini. You know that tribe. They may be a little bit undersized, but they not going.
That's fucking crazy.
You're not going to take them.
Imagine.
And it's just crazy that our team kind of like through history, it's kind of like that. Like where we peaking, but we kind of be,
Imagine,
we really like
imagine the Indian back in the day, bro, talking about some, the ops, bro. They tried this again, but we had to send them on up the river.
No, real life.
We had to send them on up the river. Hey, nah, bro. But that's dope as hell, bro, because like,
that's fire.
Some of the mascots, they don't necessarily be having stories, just like the fire ants, motherfuckers just wanted to thought it was cool, but this is we like this. You know what I'm saying? We like some background, some history type stuff.
And that's Chief Illini.
How you learn? I got like, what was that?
No, he went to the school.
No, that's one of them things.
And I think they tell you.
Is that right? Okay.
No, they don't. I had to find that because you know when you're doing something, even when you take the field, it's all right. I kind of be really wanting to know why am I out here? What's going on? I looked that up. I had to find that. And then I was like, why y'all don't tell us that?
My type of
why y'all don't come in and be like, hey, you know why you were fighting the line now? Like, nigga, we not gonna fold, we not gonna bend. It don't even matter if we winning or losing. We still gotta be fighting. It don't even matter if we losing. Keep fighting.
That's something that definitely doesn't really happen. Maybe in a small like sample size, but like they don't really be telling these kids that go to the school what the school about and what motherfuckers don't know the alma mater, bro.
That's true.
Motherfuckers be at the end of the game doing
at all.
That's true.
At all.
It's like, bro,
especially
don't know the song.
I feel like the bigger the school is, not worse, but I feel like bigger schools don't really
they be trying to get right to business.
Really.
You know what?
You might commercial.
You know what's crazy for me is I know the alma mater for TSU, but I don't know the one for Auburn.
Exactly.
And that's a great point, though. But I've been hearing it my whole life. Like,
exactly.
Both my parents went to school there. I've been going to sports events and games there.
Anybody that went to TSU,
my whole, but I know the alma mater at TSU. I don't know the one at Auburn.
Chief.
See, there you go.
But I've heard it my whole life.
But history is important for HBCUs, though. So that's the thing that's kind of interesting.
History is important for all the schools, man. Shout out to Chief. You say Illini Wick.
Yeah, Chief Illini Wick.
Shout out to Chief Illini Wick.
And do y'all feel like that? If you was on the team taking the field, wouldn't you like even like the chemistry between you and your teammates and brothers, it matters. Like if we was taking the field and you knew like, okay, like what our history is,
right?
What our beefs were, like what it kind of give you a little bit extra to go fight with, to go play with.
They do when you get like certain teams that be the rivals, they be like, oh, this and blah blah blah. They do be hyping it up.
But
like
the
that.
mascot name though, y'all said last week that fans be voting on it with no rhyme or reason.
Sometimes.
It sounds like it's most of the time.
But for colleges, it's not.
Colleges is probably different.
No, there's history in the college for sure.
But I say they're like professional teams is probably more of a city type thing. But I guess an organization could pick. I got it on their own.
I mean, but I'm guessing, but to like your point, it's like, all right, so why are we, for instance, use the Steelers? All right, well, where did that come from?
No, but see, that makes sense. I feel like it's built in. Even like the Dolphins in Miami, you go to Miami, you're going to see some Dolphins in the water for real. Right. And the Dolphins are really smart.
Right.
With the Steelers, the Pittsburgh city was the steel mills.
Right.
Like the steel mills kind of ran the town in that kind of industrial, and that was the hope of the town when they shut those down.
Right.
That's where it was like the bad news Steelers for the longest time. Like they were sus for the longest time. And then in the 70s when they picked up and they shut down the steel mills, and that like kind of brought a depression over the city. Yeah. And it was the sports that kind of really picked it up. Yeah. And the Steelers, those steel workers, and what that means to the city. And even I think the hockey team, like the baseball team, a few of the teams kind of caught on, started winning, and that's where the 70s worked at like City of Champions in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Because like a few of the teams won.
Right.
The Steelers won like a 4 in the 70s. I think the last one was 1980. And it kind of really lifted the city. And that became the identity, was the sports teams when the industry shut down.
See?
And that's why the Steelers, so now when you see people in Pittsburgh fans, wherever they be at, they really die hard because that really kind of like became part of the
Steelers
city.
fans travel everywhere.
Yeah,
they travel. They travel.
It's part of the identity. Like, for real.
It's funny you mentioned that because it does travel, but there's like Steelers fans. You know, like obviously I'm from Memphis. You know,
no, they be everywhere.
Yeah. And like I feel like just that same mindset though, like hardworking type of mindset.
It's built into the city on Fridays. You know how like in high school, the day before the game, you wear your jersey to school and stuff. Yeah. The entire city on Fridays, every Friday, every year in the city, people go to work wearing Steelers memorabilia, wearing Steelers gear, wearing Steelers jerseys. Every Friday is like Steelers Pride Day all through the city of Pittsburgh.
That's live.
All year.
That's live.